What's up, guys? I am going to take you on an epic 20-day journey through Tibet. Now, if any of you are familiar with my channel, you probably know I go on these trips and I usually get all my footage together, I smack it into one video and I upload it. And I've received suggestions, or even complaints you could say, that the videos end up being too long and they think I should split it up into sections. Well, I'm gonna do it this time. It makes a lot of sense to do it this time. It's a 20-day trip. There's going to be way too much footage. And I'm hoping to upload little bits and pieces as I go along so you guys can kind of experience the trip with me. So to explain to you what's going on, I was invited by CGTN to film a documentary with them. And this required me donating, volunteering, whatever you want to call it, 20 days of my time, which is a lot of time. But when I looked at the itinerary, the places that we're going to visit, which include villages near base camp, I said, I can't miss this. I have to do this. And so I'm doing it. I signed up for it. You know, this isn't my first time to Tibet, but the last time I was there, I wasn't really a vlogger. I didn't do videos. So now I'm going to get a chance to capture this. The last time I flew into Lhasa, and I did a lot of driving also. I drove up to Kailash Mountain and did the hike, the Kora around Kailash Mountain. Oh, I went in the wrong direction. It goes this direction. And I was just blown away by the scenery. So with that in mind, I'm probably going to upload some road-only footage also, where I'm going to mount the GoPro to the roof of the car and get some 4K footage as we're driving through some of these amazing scenes. And also, I'll have some individual videos, hopefully with some interactions with the locals. You know, I really enjoyed interacting with the locals last time. Incredibly friendly. I remember when I was hiking through Lhasa to get acclimatized, in the hillsides, there were people on the ground having a picnic, and they were inviting me to eat with them. They were really genuine. They wanted me to sit down with them and eat with them. They said, come, come. I didn't, but I was blown away by the hospitality. So I'm hoping to interact with locals a little bit more, capture some of that video, and just explore in general, and I'll take you guys along with me. So now I'm in Beijing. I flew out from Shenzhen Airport as usual, and flight was pretty good. It was delayed by about half an hour or an hour, and but smooth sailing other than that. I was actually a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to get out of Shenzhen. I've heard from a friend that Foshan is on lockdown. If you're in Foshan, which is also in Guangdong, you can't get out anymore. And Shenzhen has had a couple of cases come up. So some of the coronavirus actually showed up on frozen imported food. And as many of you know, I own a bar, so now the health officials are sending people around to all restaurants to do swabs on all frozen foods to make sure that nobody has contaminated food. That's how serious they take it with just a handful of cases. So it really is quite remarkable. So our place is going to be included in a checkup, but my worry was I wasn't going to be able to get out of Shenzhen. But I'm here. I'm out of Shenzhen. The rest of my family is still in Jiangxi, which is pretty safe right now also. And I'm going to be leaving from here in Beijing. The reason I had to come here was to meet up with the rest of the crew and fly together with them, because all of the, I guess the passes, press passes, whatever it is, are all apparently on one sheet. It's not really a big deal. You know, there's no direct flight from Shenzhen to Lhasa anyways. So I would have ideally had to fly to Chengdu or Chongqing and then transfer to Lhasa. Instead of coming up north to Beijing and then back down, but it's not really a big deal. It doesn't add too much time. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to let you guys know what to expect over the next few days. I'm hoping it's going to turn out well. I'm hoping it's going to be a good trip. Probably going to be exhausting. There's a lot of driving, and I remember the last time when I was driving through Tibet, very long trips, you know, 6-7 hours on the road. I think actually there were a few days where we did more than that. And sometimes you would get so tired, and luckily this wasn't when I was driving, I was sitting in the back, and you would start hallucinating. You would see things on the road, like in front of you. And it was really weird because I was together with one guy, and we were in the back seat, and we were looking at the car in front of us, and we were both staring at the tire that was on the back of the Jeep in front of us. And we're both looking at it really strange. And I looked at him, I said, I see a monkey on the back. He says, me too. He says, that's why I'm looking at it. It looks like a monkey. And the other guys didn't see it, but we were having the same hallucinations from just exhaustion, from being on the road for days, probably the high altitude, the limited oxygen, but that was a really weird thing that happened. But as I have these experiences, you guys can join along. as I think I said earlier on, I'm going to try to do some live streams, but we'll see how it goes. So anyways, I don't want this video to go on for too long, but I wanted to give you a heads up about what to expect. And stay tuned, guys. I guess this is the first time I should say like and subscribe. I don't like saying that, but if you want to follow along for this trip, obviously that's what you got to do. So I will see you guys in the next few videos. Peace.
西藏雪山之巅，世界屋脊。
从8月17到9月5日
CGTN.
The Stepping into Tibet.
9 backpackers
will set off to explore the third pole of the earth.
雪域路书
Le Tibet
Into Tibet.
雪域路书
into Tibet.
Ila Tibet.
雪域路书
Into Tibet.
This 2020, Tibet is awaiting you.